What's going on, guys? Cyn for the win here. We are back with our franchise mode as the Seattle Vikings, picking up where we left off here, starting off the season 12-12-0, which isn't the greatest, but we have a lot of young guys in our lineup now. I mean, pretty much almost everyone in here is young. Our entire forward core, besides our captain, is below the age of 25, I believe. Yes, everyone besides our captain is below the age of 25 in our offense. And Subban and everyone else in our defensive core is also below the age of 25. Both of our goalies are below the age of 25. We only have two people over the age of 25, and they're two wily veterans, 34-year-old Nash and 34-year-old Subban. So, we are the youngest team in the NHL. No question. We are the youngest team. So, take that record with a grain of salt. These guys are still learning the ropes, but if we get all these guys together now, for the most part, most of the main guys, we can start developing a lot of chemistry together, figure out what works, and then we'll kind of have a core set and good to go for, very, very long time, we hope. So that's kind of the goal here. And that's what we're looking at. So, I think I'm going to stick with these lines, the ideas that I was having. Krebs up here with Henrik Nyquist. And see how this works out. And then a third line like that. Jang on the fourth line. We may even trade Jang. He doesn't seem to be... He's 24. He's got decent offensive stats, but... I don't know. Like, maybe he would have produced in a scoring role, but he's not listed to be in a scoring role. He's age 24. You know what I mean? It's kind of not looking as likely anymore. And I'm excited for this guy to come up, Spezza. He's 21, 74 overall. I think he should fall pretty well into a checking role on our team. We hope. But anyway, I've got manual goalie rotations on, so I'm going to be rotating our goalies here. I don't know what kind of format I'm going to do it, but I'm going to probably give them like an even number of games, like maybe 4 and 4. Like here's perfect. So there's 4 games, and we can go 4 more games. So I might do that. Keep things going here. So Warner's in right now. Let's see how Warner's going to do in these games. He gets a shutout, so there we go. And again, if one's playing like way better than the other, I will give him a majority of the starts. Central Scouting Report, let's see what it has for us. Alright. Could be a franchise center there. Not confirmed. He's only got 1 tick there, but, possibility. Okay, no low elites yet, but they're being scouted. All right, let's continue here. Warner, how you going to do? Gets himself another win right there. Winnipeg's a good team. Riley Nash has been injured. That's unfortunate. December 16th. All right, let's see here. How do I want to do this? I could move Brizgalov up. Is Manning a righty? Or he's a righty. I could move him over and put in, what's his name, but I don't like that. I'm going to move up Brizgalov. Move Sim over, and then put in Kruger, and he'll fill in where Nash was, and that'll be fine. Yeah. Let's try Brizgalov up there. He's a pretty good player. And he did well in the playoffs last year for us, so that's a tough loss for Warner. He's got 1 more game here in that stretch. Ooh, man. 2 big losses for him, so it's switch time. And he sure hasn't really... He's only got 1 point. Since that last stretch. Interesting. Alright. Oop, goalies. So, Mikola's in. Warner, how's his stats? Yeah. Meh. Let's have Mikola in there. Again, neither of our goaltenders are very good. But, we're trying here. So, 4 games for this guy unless he's completely playing horribly. Come on, Mikola. Get us some W's. Team, help him out. Tough loss. We get a point out of it at least. Vorobyov's been injured. Damn, man. He's in a few places, but luckily, defensive type player, DPHO can fill right in there. Come on, guys. Need some wins here. Oh, another loss in the shootout. Point's a point, but we need wins. Okay, we get a win there. Riley Nash is fully healed. There we go. We need him back. Alright. Let's do that. Riley Nash in there. Oh, that's Gustav Nyquist. I was like, what? We have another Nyquist. Thomas Nyquist. All right, come on now. Give me this other win here, McCullough. There we go. Okay. Not pretty, but he got the job done. Thank you, offense. 16, 14, and 2. Switching back now to Warner. Oh, careful. There we go. Yeah, it looks like the first line production has definitely dropped off. Maybe it does help to have one really good offensive defenseman up there, but I don't know. Maybe last year, you can't also say last year might have been a bit of a fluke. Our second line might also be producing better. We'll check that, of course. So there's a myriad of things that could be why their production is down. So I'm not gonna like blame them. There's a back-to-back coming up here, so let's still give him 4 games here. If he does really well, I'll keep him in for the next one. Come on, Warner. There you go. Nice win. Only 2 goals allowed. 1 goal allowed. Looking good. Offense is coming in. Warner starts off well, but he fell off the last time. Now, DiPietro is doing pretty damn good in there. I'm almost thinking if I should keep him. But he's listed. No, he is listed as top 6 now. He's 23. Vorobyev is what? 21. Medium elite too. Yeah, we gotta continue with Vorobyev. Got to keep the growth. We can't divert from the past just hoping for a slightly better record there. All right, so 3 wins right now for Warner, and only allowed 4 goals total in 3 games. Okay, any bounce, and that happens. So yeah, take him out after that. It's not his fault, but take him out. It's a lot of goals allowed. So in this one, we'll give McCullough at least 2. Maybe put Warner back in for just 1, or maybe just playing through a back-to-back. I don't know how smart that is, but you never know. All right, well, we're at the end of the month anyway, so let's check on the stats. We got him in, so I don't have to worry about that. 19, 15, and 2. Not incredible, but we're hanging in there. We're 4th in our division. 1 point out of the playoff spot now. 3 goals for per game. 2.58 goals against per game, which isn't bad considering our new defensive core and our goaltenders. Power play at 22.9. Penalty kill at 78.3. Like, it's not at 80, but it's at least not horrible. It's not the worst in the division anymore, so that's decent. We have 2 shorties for. No shorties against. 11, 6, and 1 on home ice. Still not great away. 5, 3, and 2 in the last 10. How about the team? 40 points right now for Hischier. 39 for Karpovtsev. 33 for Boyle. Hendricks got 32. Nyquist has got 30. Where's Krebs? Only 16 points. I can't remember what he was at last time, but he's not really producing still. It doesn't seem so. I might I don't know. Manning's minus 14. Hamuse is a minus 4. A lot of penalty minutes. He's got 10 fights now. Jeez. May need to tone that down if he starts taking larger roles on our team. He might even lead the league in fights at this rate. What I do like, though, is in our defensive core, Malmstrom and... Yeah. There he is. Malmstrom and Subban have great plus-minus. Kemppainen and Pete still struggling. Kemppainen's not getting a lot of points either, which is a bit weird because he's an offensive defenseman. His awareness is kind of low, though. 85 is quite low for awareness. You know, he might be a trading asset if he doesn't seem to be able to produce. Doesn't take a lot of penalties, which I like, but how is he not producing? Maybe if I put him on his natural side, he'll do better. But so far, it doesn't seem so. He's on the power play. He's got 1 power play goal. That's his only point on the power play so far. McCullough's not doing as good as Warner, that's for sure. But he's in there for the next little stretch. We'll give him 2 games and then hand it back to Warner. Since Warner is clearly is the better goalie right now. Alright. Interesting. Alright, yeah, I need to check him now because I said I was going to do it in the last one. I didn't do it, and I forgot already in the beginning of this one. So, Columbus won the Stanley Cup. Montreal won the Presidents. It was between the Vegas and Columbus in the Stanley Cup. Columbus got 2 in a row. Yeah, alright, good for them. Alright, so Walter Boyle got the Art Ross. Walter Boyle got the Hart Memorial. James Norris went to Carlson, 2nd year in a row. Tyler Seguin got the Lady Byng. McArdle got the Calder. Bobrovsky with the Conn Smythe. Vezina went to a Price. William M. Jennings went to Price as well. Santini, Masterton, Selke, 2 years in a row for Toskala. Wow. That is impressive. Ted Lindsay went to Walter Boyle. Maurice Richard went to Ovi. All right, so Walter Boyle took home a few, what was that, 3 or 4 trophies? Not bad. Not bad, Walter Boyle. All right, so progress report time. See about any growth that we're having here. I think this is all statistical, really, so maybe Jang isn't. No, it's, oh yeah, that's a statistical minuses. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Unless Krebs, no, he's got statistical pluses, man. Where's that natural growth from you? You're only 22, man. Yikes. Nyquist? No, all statistical. What the heck? Interesting. Leach here, he's now up to 60 overall. Burmeister. All right, center. Good natural growth, bit of morale growth too. Fortunately, he's got low awareness too, but high passing. We need more awareness. But I wonder what his face-offs are at. 72. Still not that good. Willis is up to 64. A lot of these guys are growing well. 74. Pignot. Nice. Sofoles is at 78 now. Pretty sure this guy's signed, so 4th liner. Let's see. Yeah, he's got good defensive stats. I can't really sacrifice anyone else though. The only person that is up there that isn't one of our young guys is Nash. So he might stay there. I mean, 78 at 20 is really good. It is. So I'll keep him where he is. Goaltenders. Ooh, Ward is up to a 78 now. Wow. All right. And Lynch is at a 72. So yeah, everyone's growing well. Alright, so McColl's in. He's going to get 2 games here, and then Warner's going to take over again. Come on now, McCullough. We need some wins. I don't care how you get them. We need some wins here. Offense, give him some help. There you go. Good job, offense. Oh, my God. Poor McCullough got destroyed in that game. Heischer's now 5 points above point a game. Not bad. Warner back in. Give him probably 4 games here. He's definitely seeming like the better goaltender, but here are the Rangers, a tough team. 25 at 9-4. There's a perfect. Here's another back-to-back. Oh, and there's another back-to-back. Enough with the back-to-backs. Ah, tough loss right there. All right, we answer back with a win at least. Come on. Ugh, another loss. We can't get going here. Warner's struggling here in this stretch, but he gets the win right there. So 2 wins out of 4, but the 2 ones he lost, he allowed quite a few goals. Again, they're all low overall. Can't expect too much out of them, but we need some growth here for sure. Not getting that much of it, though. So yet another back-to-back here. I wish there was a quicker way to get to edit lines, or a quicker way to swap goaltenders. But auto goalie rotations, you know. Come on, Mikola. I may give you an extra game here if you play well. Tough loss right there. Getting a point, but it's a loss nonetheless. We need extra points. There we go. All right, well, he didn't play fantastic in that one. Offense carried him. So let's go back to Warner. We're now in 5th in our division. Yeah, we're there, but we're not there. At least looks like we have the wild card slot, though. So the wild card slot being there is good for us. Yet another friggin' back-to-back, man. Oh, wait, no, I'm at the tail end of it. So let's give him 4 here. Then there's another back-to-back there. Come on, Warner. Ugh. Offense didn't help out that one. Central scouting yet again. All right, let's see. Anything more here? Not really, at least from that regard. Any low elites? There we go. We got 156 listed as a gem here, huh? 2-way guy. We have plenty of 2-way defensemen, but I'll probably pick him up anyway. Another Boyle. And a couple more, perhaps, late ones. There's a right-handed shot that you like to see. Don't know his player type. There's another right-handed shot. Those would be good to have. Nice. All right. Continuing here, shutout there for Warner, and then an 8-2 loss. So highs and lows, and then a 4-1 loss. Oh man, yeah. Young goaltenders, inconsistent. Subban's injured. We've lost chemistry. We're down to 72. Ugh. Not the droids we're looking for. And I really wish these goaltenders would grow throughout this year because we really need it. I don't know if we're making the playoffs, which, you know, again, step back year, we'll take a couple steps forward. PK Subban's fully healed. Okay, continue. You know what? We don't actually... No thanks. We only need to sim this game here. Yeah, but I'll keep in Nicola for the until that back-to-back. Okay, nice win right there. Defensive win. 25, 21, and 2 or 3? 3? Yeah, 25, 21, and 3. It's good. Now we're 6th. Yeah, we keep dropping. We're not. I don't think we're making the playoffs. I think it's safe to say that. Not at the rate we're going. But yeah, goals for, dropped goals against has gone way up. 21.3 penalty kill fell back down. Yeah, good on home ice, terrible on the road. I'm gonna try something though. I would still like to make the playoffs while playing my young guys here. Hischer with 56 points, Karpovtsev with 51, Boyle with 46. Henrik 40, Nyquist 37, Krebs only 27. He's not on pace for 50. He's a minus 19 now too. I'm not a big fan of Krebs or Jang at all. They just haven't shown me. Krebs is on a scoring line now, and he has not shown me shit. And look at, most of his points are coming on the power play. 10 points on the power play with 2 goals. He's only got 17 points, and he's on the second line, man. I'm moving him off. Plain and simple, I'm moving him off the second line. Ugh. Jesus, our third line plus minus. Manning's on the power play, too, and he's only got 13 points. Hammies isn't helping out too much there by the looks of it. Vorobyev is now a -2. DiPietro. You know, I'm going to put DiPietro back in. I know it kind of sucks to sit Vorobyev, but I'm going to do it. We need to get something going here. I don't want to tank this year. I'm still trying to make the playoffs. I know we've taken a step back with a lot of these younger guys, but in my opinion, this is kind of unacceptable the way we're playing. Especially Krebs, man. He's off the second line right now. Alright, at least Manning's grown a bit, but who do I put on? I could try Jang up there, but I don't know how much better he'll be. Yeah, I don't know why Krebs just doesn't seem to produce. It's weird. Let's try Campaignen on his natural side. I don't know if that'll do much. Vorbyov's going to sit for a while. He's played a lot of games. We're going to put DiPietro in there. As for my second line, Nash doesn't seem to be helping him too much. I'm going to put Krebs back down. Put him on his one-time side again. No, Krebs going on the fourth line. Brizgalov's going on the third line. Yep, that's how we're going to do it. Krebs and Jang have not earned their ice time here at all. And in fact, they're looking like trade assets. Both of them. I'm just not satisfied with their production, not satisfied with their growth. I like his stats, like 91 and 87. You'd think he'd do good, but he doesn't. So we're going to try Nash up here on the second line again. Hamuse, Manning, Brizgalov. 2 big bodies to protect Peyton Manning there. And maybe the defense will be slightly better. Fourth line is fourth line. Alright, now there was something else I was thinking. Oh no, I already put in. Yeah, Campaignen, man. Still only with 1 point on the power play. I know he's with Subban, but man, Keegan Pete's getting a bit more on the power play. What else can I do here to make it better? I don't think anything. Yeah. Oh well. Power play's fine. I'm not too upset with the power play. I don't want to mess with it, even though he's not getting points. Whatever. Like the power play is overall doing well. All right. So 2 more games here. I'm gonna wait to check progress reports because this is gonna go slower anyway with all the goaltender stuff we're doing here. So McCall is still in until here. Come on, man. If he plays well enough, I might give him an extra game. Back-to-backs are tricky, though. Ah, tough loss. All right, we get a win right there. He did pretty good. I'm going to keep him in for 1 more game, actually. Play him through the back-to-back. That might be a terrible idea. All right, note to self, don't ever do that again. April 5th, he's gone. Hence why you don't play goalies in back-to-backs. It didn't used to matter that much, but goddamn. Ward's coming up. Yikes. Okay. So he's out pretty much until the playoffs. That is unfortunate. How I'm just laughing at the irony of that. I really am. Wait, not roster moves. Back to edit lines. What are we doing? Back. What? Okay, thank you. Lynch is going to be starter now. Sandstrom in there. Like, I didn't... he played good enough, so I was like, I'll give him an extra game. And then you play him, and he fucking sprains his MCL. Like, how unlucky is that? Pretty damn unlucky. God, that plus-minus is atrocious. This guy's not even bad defensively. I don't get it. 89, 81, and 86 is not bad. At all. Maybe Ezra Hamuse is just fighting too much and fucking us up. Who knows? Ugh. Well then. So now I'm going to actually turn back off goalie rotation, or turn back on what the hell? How many? Can I just get to the fucking screen? Thank you. You want to give me Jonathan Tate? No. Hold on. Not for my first, though. Nah. Hopefully he won that game. No, we lost it. Of course we did. Get out of here! Alright, well... 26-23, and we're in 6th. Yeah, man, this is not going good. Locker room chemistry fell further. Uh-oh. It's my own fault for playing him in back-to-back games. You usually... Obviously, you don't want to do that, but... That's never happened to me before. I've done it in the past when I have, manual goal rotations. I've seen the computer actually play the goalie 2 times in a row. But damn, just how unlucky is that? Like, oh man. All right, so automatic goalie rotations up to here. Yeah, almost went too far. So let's see how we do here with automated goalie rotations. God dang, no, I don't need Turris. Get McCullough off the block, man. Hopefully now. I mean, Ward and Warner might show us something, maybe Warner, without having to switch so much, maybe he shows us a bit something extra. I don't know. I'm not going to count on it. I'm going to just expect their consistent level of gameplay. But right there, if he played both those games, he looked fantastic in them. Not too much goal scoring, but hey, another win. Another win. We played better with DiPietro. It seems. It sucks for Vorobyev. But we need to get kind of closer to playoff contention. All right, that's a tough loss right there. Hopefully that was Ward and net. Oh my God, 2 major losses right there after a 4-game win streak. That's not what we need. We need to continue to string wins together, but we keep losing consistently in a row. That's not good for us. Flyers are a tough team. Can we beat a tough team here? Eric Johnson on waivers. No thanks. Not with 3 years left. Another 7-2 loss. Jesus. Another win right there. So, I don't know. DiPietro or Vorobyev. It's tough to call. If it's looking like we're missing the playoffs either way, I'll just stick with Vorobyev. Get another win there. I mean, it looks like we're creeping back into contention here. We need this win. So, Brizgalov on that third line seems to help. Nice win right there. 34, 26, and 3. Burnaby's actually not doing too good somehow. Probably because they lost their goaltender, but... Alright, so right now we are in playoff contention. We have that wild card slot. 71 points. Now what I might still do is I might switch off Vorobyov and DiPietro now. Because I can't just sit Vorobyov the whole time. I don't think that's good. Manning's plus minus just keeps being in the toilet. Krebs and Jang, though, their plus minus is improving on the fourth line, so cool. Yeah, dude, DiPietro, I mean, he's a plus 7 in 22 games played. Whereas Vorobyov, the minus 3 in 45. So I'll try to get this guy like about 50 games, but because I care more about him, I will give him some more games here. He won't be sitting for the rest of the time here, but still not getting points. Malmstrom's shutting things down. His plus minus fell down quite a bit though. All right, you know what? Let's look at the actual stats and stuff like that. All right, team stats first. 2.94 goals for, need more. 2.87 goals against, need less. 21% on the power play. Ugh, penalty kills trash. Last in the division now, of course. Away records at least plus now. We're 7-3-0 in the last 10, so we've seemed to be improving, trending in the right direction at least, but I feel like we should be scoring more still. It does hurt not having a Carlson back there, someone to just help out. And yeah, we only have one guy over point a game now. He's sure 70 points. Karpovtsov with 62. Boyle with 58. Henrik only 48. Nyquist 45. Subban, Krebs now is Pete Nash. Yeah, I think we need a second liner here. Someone mentioned that in the comments, and we were trying to do it internally, but it's not seeming to work internally. Krebs wasn't working there much. He's seeming to honestly do better on the fourth line, which is kind of weird. Peyton Manning is not exciting me. At least he's growing. I don't know how his plus minus is that bad. At least he's got points on the power play. 6 points on the power play is not terrible, but that's also 6. Our third line just doesn't score. $35 points. Pete's got more points than Kemppainen. It's interesting. Kemppainen's the offensive defenseman. And he doesn't seem to perform like one. He's not really built like one either. If his passing and awareness were switched, he'd be almost perfect. But this guy's also a 5th round pick, so I don't know. He might be a trade asset at some point, but Malmstrom, I like Malmstrom. He's a good shutdown guy. Doesn't take a lot of penalties either. That's amazing. If you could find a good shutdown guy who's not going to take a lot of penalties, he's still listed as top 4. So I'm playing him above his role. Hopefully that doesn't screw him up. Hopefully he still grows. Like I anticipate he should, but you never know. Now when it comes to this, DiPietro or Vorobyov, like it seems like DiPietro's the better one, obviously. And I think I'm going to keep DiPietro in for probably most of the rest of the year. 45 games played is not too bad. They should both split games relatively evenly. Both still get some growth out of it. Yeah, goalie's really fallen off. Ward is terrible. RIP. So I don't know if we're going to make the playoffs. If we continue like this, that's a tough call. Very tough call if we will make the playoffs or not. Warner would need to step up. I mean, Mikkola wasn't doing much better, but to lose the split that we have, like that is what hurts the most. Is we had an even split, and now with Ward up there, it's obviously he's not getting the job done. So we might trade for a backup, honestly, and that seems kind of silly to do. But this guy's not coming back till April. Pretty much when the playoffs start. If we want to make the playoffs, I want to send Ward back down, keep him in the freaking AHL because he's not doing well here. Probably keep him in the AHL doing his thing there and then have a backup for the remainder of this year. You know, maybe like an 81-80 backup. So I definitely think we should make some trades. And the question is, who moves out? So someone like Krebs, I'm thinking his value's dropping. Not as much as it should. He's up to an 83 now, which is interesting. Yeah, in my opinion, his value should be way lower. Like, he's 23, still only at 83. How has he still got that high a value? I don't know. Jang, I'm also not extremely happy about. 24.82. He's got like that kind of contract. I was expecting him to grow, and he didn't really grow here. Maybe I could try him on the second line. He's got hot, like, but I don't know. 89 awareness isn't that much better. But second line production definitely dropped. Nash doesn't seem to be really doing much either. So I don't know. Yeah, I mean, this guy's got better awareness, but he actually just wasn't scoring. So perhaps a veteran second liner would help. For Manis, this is last year in the juniors. Two-way forward, and Manis, he built well. Left-handed shot, he could play either right wing or left wing. That's good, at least. Burmistrov, too. He's in the AHL. Less than his depth forward, so you know I'm keeping him there. Another playmaker, a bit low awareness, though, and I don't like that. Yeah. I'm just looking. We have plenty of trading assets. All these low elite guys. So many of them are just up to trade. Like no question. This Carpenter guy, center grinder, don't necessarily need him. He could be shit. I mean, it'd be good to as a role player. You know what? Yeah, we'll probably keep him as a role player. Another winger playmaker. I'll probably trade this guy, Willis. We do not need any more winger playmakers. Leach, two-way forward, I can hold on to him. But I think if we want to make a more serious run for the playoffs, a change is necessary to our roster. Like, we could make it in there. I think we should definitely acquire a backup, kind of like our own personal James Reimer, like the Sharks did in 2016. And helped them with their end of the season, gave Jones a break, and really helped their playoff push. How rested Jones was, but Krebs grew, which is weird. It is very weird that Krebs grew more on the fourth line. So yeah. I'm almost considering moving out the captain. I know we're not going to make it far in the playoffs anyway, but I'd like to make the playoffs. Jang and Krebs in our bottom six, you know, that's not going to get us far. We know that, but when was Krebs drafted? Wasn't he? He was a 10th overall pick, and he's still not cracking. I could also put him back on the third line and move Hamuse down. Because Hamuse isn't doing that much either. He's a fighter. He needs to be on that fourth line most likely. Could also move Nash down to the fourth line and Jang. Try Jang on the second. Like, we can do a lot of things, but is Brizgalov a shooter? Not really. We need more shooters. Boyle's a shooter. Karpovtsev is, yeah, he's a shooter too. Henrik, not as much of a shooter, but he is a shooter still. Nyquist is actually a shooter. Okay, so we do have shooters. So it would make sense if Krebs or Jang would work out on that line, but they just simply haven't. Yeah, Henriks unfortunately has to play that center role. I mean, we could try it again. How's this? Is this face-offs improving? Their face-offs aren't improving at all. So we could do something like this. Try Krebs up there again, or try Jang up there. We haven't tried Jang up there yet. I might do that instead. But Krebs does seem to be growing. So I don't know. I really don't know. We're kind of struggling in a lot of ways here. Second line production especially. Riley Nash just can't get that job done anymore in the top, so he's got to play third line. He's got to just shut things down. I might even put him fourth line. Try Sim up, because Sim's a +9 in this C. I mean, it seems like he deserves it. So I could even move Sim up. Go Sim, but he's got shitty face-offs too. So might as well stick with Manning there and play Sim on the wing. Yeah, we're in between a rock and a hard place right now. But like I said, I'll probably play DiPietro a bit more. Honka's done well enough. He's, +3. Decent enough. But this goalie situation is a really tough thing. So I think for sure we should get a backup. The only other question is, do we make some kind of a trade for a second liner, which would probably include Jang and some other prospect. Or we make it straight up with Krebs. But Krebs, I think, has more of an upside. Being 1 year younger, already at an 83. It looks like he'll more or less settle into a second line role, which I wouldn't be opposed to, so long as he can produce well, and I don't think we've seen the end of this guy. His offense awareness being at 92 and 87, like he's gotta break out eventually, I feel like. He might just be a late kind of bloomer. So we can keep him on the fourth line for a bit. And try to get that defense a bit better on that third line, i.e. Sim and Brizgalov being there. So maybe Jang's the guy to go out. And we have Nyquist, Henwick, and then we look for some kind of a right winger here. Rental, probably a rental, because again, we need younger guys filtering in. But I don't think Jang is a guy that's going to be here long term. I signed him for 3 years. Half of that was to take up money. Another half was I was expecting some growth out of him. That didn't happen. I don't think he gets much better than 82 overall. His offensive stats are good. His defensive stats are decent, but his upside is not looking like exactly what we're after. He's always been in the bottom 6, sure, but I don't know that he has that much of an upside left at age 24. Krebs has a much better chance. Even Brizgalov over him, like, we have a lot more options. So I'd love to get another right-handed shot here on this line, I think. Nyquist can play on that one-time side. But if we got like a sniper right here. Someone else to shoot. Well, did Nyquist shoot a little bit? Actually, no, they all shoot pretty well. So it would make sense that Krebs would succeed there. He just simply didn't, so I don't know. But someone there, maybe a two-way forward winger. Who the hell knows, but if I were to make a trade, Jang's leaving. Maybe that other prospect, that winger playmaker guy who we had. And we get some sort of someone here who we think that can really kind of take over and help us out there. Krebs still gets power play time, so he should be okay with his ice time still. Lost morale because of ice time right there, man. So maybe not. We'll see, though. Yeah, a bit of a tough situation here, guys. Especially with the injury to McCullough. My fault, but... So, yeah, note to everyone, don't play your goalies in back-to-back games. Don't risk it for the biscuit. It's not a good idea. So, alright, let's browse some blocks here. First of all, we'll see about goalies. Checking out goalies would be ideal here. There's probably a few. We have a scout in every division now. Henrik Lundqvist listed as a backup. 1 year left. We could get Lundqvist. I don't know his overall, though. He's in the AHL, so that's not a good sign. Well, they do have an 86 as their backup and a likely 88, so that would be why he's in the AHL. Weirdly, he's not on the block. I don't know how much his overall is, and I don't really want to risk that. I'd rather get a more of a sure thing. What are my scouts even doing? Like, why don't I have more overalls uncovered? Are pro scouts just fucking useless? Because it's seeming like it. This guy's close to an 81. This Parsons guy. High fringe starter. Ooh, interesting. 1 year left. 26 years old. He might be a good backup here. He's played, well, that's the AHL stats, so those are pretty strong AHL stats. Well, that's looks like a decent idea there. Parsons looks like a good call. Maybe Forsberg. Not Crawford. Oh, here we go. There we go. Okay, there's a few right here. Aaron Dell, 1 year left. Talbot, 1 year left. Both of these are perfect as well. Aaron Dell's got a bit more value on him. He's in the NHL, which is probably why. And looking at what he's done in the NHL, my goodness. I think Aaron Dell's the guy. Aaron Dell would, I think, put us into that playoff race. No question. They want to trade these two guys because they want to make room for Gonchar. That's what they're doing here. So Aaron Dell, I think, I'm not just because of it. He's a shark. Look at those fucking stats. So don't give me that. What the hell? Where's McKinnon? Had they already traded McKinnon? What is Colorado? Oh no, didn't they lose McKinnon to free agency? Yeah. Well, they want to trade Rontanen now. What the hell are they doing? Colorado, Joe Sakic doesn't know what's going on. Unfortunately, it's not exactly what we're looking for. Bailey isn't this guy? No, he's a lefty. Well, we could have Nyquist on that side. No, point production isn't impressive. Nah. Mantha. Patty Kane. 2 years left. Damn it, if this was next year, that'd be freaking perfect. They don't want to give him up, but still. Would have been great. No one here. Not quite. LA, we'd like to avoid trading with these guys as much as possible. Nino Niederreiter could be decent, but 3 years left. I need a guy with 1 year left. Zucker wouldn't be bad. He doesn't produce that well, though. I don't need an incredible production guy. Gallagher might not be a bad idea. Hello. First liner listed as, but he's also playing with Hagelin and Drouin, so his point totals are definitely going to be boosted. But still, 25 and 45, he's point a game. I mean, if he played in our... You'd have to think if he played on our second line. I mean, he's got good offensive stats. His defense would help him out, too. Not on the block, though. So that does make it difficult. Arvidsson is on the block. And he is very good. Good defensively as well. More of an assist guy, but that's alright. Not too bad. Listed as first line, though. Well, that kind of hurt our team. That's another thing we got to be careful of. Palmieri's got 1 year left. Decent production, 44 points in 63 games played, but it looks like he's on the first line, so that's not that good. Nope. Unless it was an Nemesnikov. That point production, though. No, not good enough. Offensive stats are low. Colin White's on the block. Is he like he is last year? Yeah, kinda. He shoots a lot still, and he's on the block. 28 goals, 32 assists. He's on the block with 1 year left. It's an odd rental player to pick up. And honestly, we might not be able to pick him up because of their cap situation. We'd have to make them retain, and they hate retaining. I don't think there's any way we can... No, that drops way too low. I just want to experiment here. They hate retaining, which is stupid. Like, you would expect a team like this to want to retain. Yeah, I would have to even give him back cap. Well, we are kind of giving him back cap in Jang if we did go this route. So we're going to just... I'm not going to make the trade, but I want to see what it's going to say. Obviously, Jang's not going to have enough value. We need to throw in yet another prospect. Or maybe multiple, plus a pick. So that another low elite there that I was considering giving up. There's a winger playmaker, right? I should just stick with forwards. We have so many of them. I forget how many we have. Willis? Pretty sure it's Willis. What you talking about? Yeah, it was Willis. So Willis could go in there as well. So 2 prospects plus a pick for a rental. Hey. But that still isn't enough, even if we trade him that contract. It does say we can propose the trade, so actually, it might work. We have 3 seconds this year. We can easily afford to give up a second. I would say give up our own, because we hope this trade makes us better, that one loses value. So something like that we might be able to make this go through for Colin White. Something like that might work. Another guy to take a lot of shots there. We just have a second line. He's just going to pour the pucks on the net, which is fine. All right, well, that's kind of my 2 ideas. Maybe a second line rental and a backup goalie for sure. And I think Aaron Dell was the guy there. 81 overall in those kind of stats. He should be a very good back to Warner. Give us a few extra wins in there. And he has, obviously those good personal stats should help out our goals against, definitely. All right, guys, so let me know what you think. Any ideas for the trades here, let me know. Remember to leave that like, and I'll see you in the next one. If watching my videos just isn't enough sin for you, be sure to go over there on Twitter and shoot me a follow, and you could even join our Discord server as well to talk with some of the other sinners out there. The links to both are in the description.